Okay. Hello. We are back. Second stream in 3 days. That's really good compared to normal. Which has been less frequent than intended, but been getting over being sick and traveling and doing all kinds of stuff for the holidays. So, what are you gonna do? Yeah. So we are back, and I had a thought, mostly concerning the way that we were going to do this, and mostly for benefit of my sanity. Because I play this game on like my phone a lot, but on here I'm just doing this account like on the stream, and we're playing through all the decks and all the stakes, trying to unlock everything. And so far we unlocked like all the decks we could up until we started to have to beat stakes, and then we've been playing through the stakes on red deck, going all the way up, and we've unlocked all the decks now, which is cool. But I was thinking that we could start on red deck and go all the way up and win all the way through gold stake. And we are here, right? We're at gold stake. And sometimes gold stake can be pretty rough, pretty unfun. It's very hard. This is where it adds rental jokers into the shop. So the jokers will cost you $3 per round, which is pretty brutal. And the game is very, very difficult at gold stake. So what I'm thinking now for fun, just because as you get up in stakes, the game gets less fun, and I mean, it's more of a challenge and it's more fun in that way, but it's less like goofy fun. Let's do crazy things. It's more like, please just let me live and make it through the next round and get through the 8 antes and go. And so I've been doing that for a little while, even though we've been pretty successful. But anyways, so I'm thinking, instead of go every deck all the way up and win on gold stake and then move on to the next deck, let's build every deck up to gold stake. So now we'll go to blue deck, go all the way up, win all the way up to gold stake, where that's our next win, and maybe go through all the decks that way. That way, then at the end we can like, okay, now let's run through and get a gold stake win on every single deck. This also varies it up, so because I think I've been playing red deck for several streams now. I guess however many in a row this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess like 6 streams in a row. So this varies it up, which I like. I don't know how anyone else feels about that, but if you have any thoughts, leave a comment. Let me know. Anyways, so we're gonna do that and avoid the red deck gold stake for a while. What's my favorite deck? Be the Wildebeest ass, which is Brian. I know who that is. My favorite deck is the Plasma deck. So I don't know if you've gotten that one. I know you're relatively new to the game. But Plasma deck, the chips and molt balance. So let's say you have like 50 molt and 100 chips in your and that's your final score. Well, it changes that to 75 and 75. And then multiplies them together. Or if you have like 1,000 and chips and 500 molt, then it's 750 times 750, which when you multiply numbers that are closer together, even though they equal the same amount, they end up scoring more, right? So like, I guess for example, like 20 times 10 is 200, but 15 times 15 is, oh man, I should pick numbers that I have. 15 times 15 is 225. So you score more with this, right? And that's why it has double the base blind size, so all your required scores are double. But the early rounds are very easy on this deck because it's easier to get a lot of chips early than it is to get a lot of molt. So when your chips add into your molt, the first rounds are very, very easy and like an easier start, especially when you're playing on like white stake. You are more flexible, and a lot of like my craziest runs I've ever done have been on plasma deck. Like when I want to have fun and just have like a crazy wild run, I do plasma deck white stake. Which we'll get there. But that's why it's my favorite deck, just because it allows you to be so flexible early on and really do some wild stuff and get some really high scores. Yeah. Beyond that, I think Ghost deck is pretty fun. Starting with the Hex card and Spectral cards appearing in the shop just makes a pretty interesting little game. But if I'm just looking for a good time, plasma deck all the way. So anyways, so we're doing blue deck. We've done a lot of the decks on white stake already. That's how we started, was going through all the decks on white stake. So we're blue deck, red stake. Blue deck gives you +1 hand every round. So got to kind of adjust my brain mentally to not having an extra discard every round like I do on red deck. But we have +1 hand, which is kind of like a discard. Potential to have an extra $1 every round as well. Yeah, okay, let's go. So red stake, small blind gives no reward money. And the fun part is I don't have to deal with perishable or eternal jokers for a little bit by going backwards in the stakes here. Which I've always said has made these tags to skip blinds for a free joker are a lot better on the early stakes, because you can't get the perishable or eternal jokers or the rental jokers. In this holographic tag, the +10 molt, like that on its own is going to pretty easily carry us through this ante and the first round of the next ante even. Maybe even the second round of the next ante. So like this is almost... I like skipping this early because that +10 molt will like by default get us there, versus we play this, we maybe risk hitting a joker that doesn't score, and then things get a little bit more difficult. So I like skipping for this holographic tag. And we'll do it here. Since the small blind we're not earning money anyway, so we'd rather skip this one. They're both the same, right? But we'd rather skip this one because this next one we actually earn some default money for beating that round. This one we don't get any on the red stake. So skipping, not skipping this one. And so this round, when you have no scoring jokers, that means you can't win the round in one hand like we would on the try to do on the first round. So it's going to take 2 hands, like something like 2 flushes, or a flush and even like 2 pair usually will get you there. So we will still do the kind of default thing that I always try to do, which is like go for the flush early. It's like the easiest hand to find that scores the most. And there we go. We have a heart flush here. Difficult to win in one hand. We have the 3 kings. I think 3 of a kind will just win. This is 60 times 3 is 180. So is that 492? So this just wins. So we don't need to look for anything else. Okay, cash out. Okay, hologram. This is cool. +10 molt by default, which is good because usually this one takes a little while to get off the ground. This joker gains 0.25 times molt every time we add a playing card to our deck. And by default it's 1 molt, so it doesn't really score anything unless we add something immediately. But with the +10 holographic molt, it's very good. And for $0, this is good. This is one we can actually just like take to the end game and get a win most of the time with this. So then the question becomes, do we buy anything here? Or do we just go? Like this +10 molt will easily get us to 600 points, right? Like, that's fine. So, not that interested in buying this voucher, spending all our money on that, or the Buffoon pack. We don't need the scoring right now. The only, I think, debate is there's like a finite number of adding cards to your deck, unless you get the voucher that allows you to buy cards, or some other cards that allow you to add cards to your deck, right? Like spectral cards can do that, or these standard packs, and then there's a couple jokers that allow you to add cards to your deck, or I guess one specifically. So I guess the debate is, do we buy this standard pack and go ahead and just add a card to our deck, go down to $5, and start scaling our hologram? We don't need the scoring, but long term, getting this scaling started is good. The downside is that right now we're earning $2 in interest, and what I always recommend is getting up to $25 as soon as you can, so you're earning your max $5 in interest. And this is messing with that, right? This takes us down to $5, so we're only going to earn $1 in interest. I think it's fine to just go ahead and take it. But it's debatable. It's not that bad, but it's not that great either. I don't know. I think we're not gonna do it. I think we're just gonna save money to try to earn some interest. We'll add some next in the future. Like I said, the plus 10 molt is enough, so we'll just go for it. Heart cards into buff, that's fine. Again, I recommend going for the fleshes when you don't have any other direction. What's that active joker? This one, it's a hologram, so it's holographic, so it has plus 10 molt by default, and then it gains 0.25 times molt every time you add a playing card. So, and this is X molt too, not plus molt, right? So it's going to multiply your molt when this scores. So once you start getting it up to 2x and 3x, it becomes really powerful. It just takes, adding 4 cards to your deck to get that additional molt, to get it up to 2x and beyond, which we can do. We can add it. But right now, it's just times 1 molt, so it's not going to score us anything other than the plus 10 molt that comes from it being holographic. But that's all we need at this point in the run. The scores aren't very high. Yeah, hey, no problem. Ask away. That's what I'm here for. See, 28, 32, 35. So 70 times 14, that's more than enough right here. So we can go ahead and play this. So what was that, like 900 something? This is 800, so we know with the flush we can win this too without adding any scoring jokers. And that was a decent flush. That wasn't even like a super high flush, so we can get there again. This joker is a lot of straights. We're not necessarily interested in like diving into straights right now. The hanging chad can be very good, but it's also common. Like, it's pretty easy to find. Again, getting to $25 and staying above $25 is really important to me. So I'm tempted to not spend money here. We definitely want this voucher, right? For +1 hand size, this paintbrush voucher, but we don't have to buy it right now. It's gonna stick around until we beat the boss. So we'll have one, let me make sure we're not gonna skip for straight flush leveling or for like $4. So we're gonna have 2 more shops with which we can buy this. But we want to get to 25 as quick as possible. So we're at 22 right now, so we earn $4 in interest. And I think if we buy anything, we're going to go below 20 and only earn $3 or maybe even less. So I say we don't buy anything. Right now, we save our money, earn interest, get above 25. That way we're earning max interest. Yeah, not skipping here. Skipping for $4 is not worth it. Okay. So we have a club flush we can go for here. Clubs over the diamonds, just because they're higher cards, right? We have some higher spade cards here, and there's the same amount of spades and clubs in the deck left. So let's go for those higher cards, the spades. Okay. So what do we have? 21, 29, 35, 40. So 75 times 14. Again, that's going to be like 900 or ish, whatever we scored last time. 1,050. Okay, so that's good. So we need 1,200 on the next one. So we do need a little scoring help now, if we can find it. Okay. So we definitely want to buy at least one standard pack. That'll take us down to 26. Considering buying both, that'll take us to 1.5 molt. Okay, with the jack here, which is okay. It's by itself. Or it's like plain. Don't really like that much. Here's a bonus card, which is pretty good. I like lucky cards. They don't always do anything for you, but sometimes they do. So I'm kind of keen on lucky cards, but lucky cards I also like to be cards that you can re-trigger a lot. And it's kind of hard to re-trigger 8s, right? Like there's jokers that will re-trigger face cards for a second time. There's jokers that'll re-trigger 2s through 5s, but not really anything that re-triggers 8. Which is, I don't know, maybe worth considering. I think maybe we just take the 7 bonus card, go for the scoring. That, so you see that grew by 0.25 permanently for the rest of this run. So now it's 1.25 times molt, which is something. Okay. So the question is, do we spend money here to go below? I don't think we do. I think we just do the next one. We want to stay above 25. Like, it's an argument for getting the clubs, because we did just take like a 7 of clubs, so we could take this moon to give us some more clubs to help find the flush easier. I don't think that's worth going below 25. The Chad re-triggering the first played card 2 additional times is kind of good, but not worth going below. Maybe we save our money for this voucher. Okay, we have some spades here. We can also... We have a straight here, but I don't think this is even close to enough to win, right? So 15, 20, 30, 60 times 4 times 10. Our 4 plus 10 is 14, so times 1. So it's 17.5 times, what did we say? 15, 20, 30, 60. 1,050, so this is not enough. I think we just go for this spade straight here. Alright, what about this full house here? 18, 22, 26, 66 times 17.5. Not enough. Okay. We'll just toss it. Alright, flush. 10, 26, 32, 36. So 71 times 17.5. That's not right. Okay, this will win. This wins. Cool. Important to try to win in one hand there, just for the extra money. 13. This is good. This is a good card. Okay, we definitely want this voucher. This is our last chance to buy it because we're about to go to the boss. And it'll refresh the voucher, which it could still be this voucher, but it may also be a different one. But we +1 hand size we absolutely want. So we have this, which is very good. 1 and 2 chance for played cards with the heart suit to give times 1.5. When you start stacking molt, it gets very good very fast. We've already played the boss that debuffs our hearts, so we know we're not going to run back into it this run unless we go into like endless mode and go through a lot of antis. So that makes this better. I believe our first boss was hearts are debuffed. It's 1 and 7 card to get drawn face down, not a problem. So this does take us down to 22, but I think it's such a strong card and it's an uncommon that I think we want to take it. And I think we're just going to go ahead and take the standard pack too. I want to start adding cards to this deck. Hopefully we find a heart. We do not. That's okay. We want to add cards anyways. Let's just add a stone card for 50 chips. It's like relatively versatile. So now that's up to times 1.5. Okay. I don't typically advocate for going below 25, but this is gonna help us, this Bloodstone Joker. Okay, 1 and 7 cards get drawn face down. So we need to score 1600. Okay, we have a lot of hearts here. Do we have all hearts? We can sort by suit. Yeah, we have all hearts here. When we sort by suit, we see that this is a heart here. So let's go ahead and play it. Play the flesh. I don't know that we'll get a better hand than this if we hit a couple of 1.5s. We're gonna pretty easily win. Yeah, cool. Okay, we're up to 30. Let's check our blinds. Extra large blind, we need 8,000. We scored like 2,000 something. So we definitely need more scoring help by the time we get to this extra large blind or this run. It's going to end. Skipping for $9 is eh. Skipping for $10 also eh. Don't really find either of those as valuable as earning money from a run and seeing another shop. This tarot card we could end up wanting, but not super high on my list to like prioritize buying this. We have the celestial packs here. We want a flush, but we're not that likely to get a flush. We do have the Mars card in here, so when you have these, when you have like a planet or a tarot card in the shop or up here in your collectibles, and you're holding on to it, they will not show up in the packs. So we are guaranteed to not get a Mars in these packs if we open them. But with this heart card, all we want is flushes. So there's a pretty low chance that we're gonna hit that opening these packs. So I'm gonna say we don't buy them. We just save our money for the next shop, and hopefully we see some better stuff. A little bit more money for packs or for rolling, finding some jokers, because none of these really help us. We're gonna be looking for 4 of a kind. We're gonna be playing like flushes for a little bit, so no need to buy this. We're not gonna be playing straights for this superposition joker. So let's just do the next round. Again, not skipping for $9. Sort back by rank, because sorting by suit is nice, but it also confuses me. So we're just looking for hearts. The heart flushes. Okay, hearts. Maybe no hearts. Okay. We'll go ahead and play this hand here. Just kind of a throwaway hand, like once I'm out of discards, if you don't have anything, rather than like go, oh, I guess I better play this pair of sevens because it's a hand. Wouldn't worry about that. Just treat it like another discard, like a throwaway. You may even score a lot. But rather to like throw away hand looking for your strongest hand rather than having to play like 3 mediocre hands. If that makes sense. Okay. Face cards. So with 30 chips, that's pretty good. That gives us, what's our boss blind? Extra large blind? Lover's okay, because it gives us a wild card, which will count towards the hearts. Face cards gives us a source of chips. Right now we have some, we're getting molt from these two, but we're not getting any chips. And it gives us we can dig for our heart face cards specifically. We could even take lovers here and look and make one of the face cards a heart card that's not. We definitely need like the scoring help eventually. Kind of in the same boat with celestial packs. The chances of getting a flush, not great. So I'm gonna skip them for now and hold on to our money. Don't want to skip for 10 bucks. Not worth. Okay. Are we? Okay, yeah. We said we do have a flush here, but it's not a heart flush. We want the heart flush, right? We also have like a straight ace 2, 3, 4, 5. But again, that's not what we want. We want to try to be winning in one hand, so we want to go. We want to go for the heart flush specifically. We'll hold on to a face card because we can make it wild with lovers. So we need at least like one more heart, which we got there. So let's use lovers on this. Now it's kind of like a heart. We have a bunch of face cards, so this will help us score. Get 9,000. We got a little lucky. I think we got 4 of the Bloodstones to trigger. It's a 1 in 2 chance, so getting 4 is a little bit of a high roll. But we got like 9,000. We need 8,000, so a couple hands we should be good. But let's try to add a little bit more scoring. Okay. This is good. This is good. Okay. So we have hack here, which re-triggers each played to 2, 3, 4, or 5. So re-triggering card's good. It's going to re-trigger any jokers that would score off of it, right? Like, well, it's not going to trigger the face cards because that's face cards, but this Bloodstone will get a potential second trigger from the hack. So we want to, these are very good together. Rocket is also good. It gives us money. Earns $1 at the end of round. Payout increases by 2 when boss blind is defeated. And we're about to come up to the boss blind. So that's about to grow and be 3. So we definitely want an economy joker. We're missing anything making us additional money, which is kind of hurting us. Right now we're just kind of limited to the round and the max interest. We want hack, and then we can maybe start focus on getting 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s of hearts. Get those buffed up. Start duplicating those, and re-trigger so we get multiple Bloodstone triggers. Is what I'm thinking here. So it could be very good. Doesn't make me want this voucher card. So that we can get more tarot cards to manipulate our deck further and get us to this 2, 3, 4, 5 of hearts. Start building that up. But I think I'm going to pass for now. I think I'm just going to open the standard pack and get a little more scoring out of our hologram here. Hopefully we get a heart. No heart. We'll take this stone card with a gold seal. I think if we had a 2, 3, 4, 5 or something over here, we'd take it and try to change it to a heart later. But For now, I'm just going to take the stone card with the gold, so it'll earn us $3 anytime we play it. So if it's in hand, we can just play a hand with it in it, even if it's not going to win, and make $3 for that hand, and we grow our hologram, right? Okay. Next round. Okay, extra large blind. So again, we're looking for our hearts. I guess face cards are good, and then 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s are our ideal hits of for hearts. Okay, there's a 2. We throw away the 7, seeing if we hit like a 3 or 4 or 5 or another face card. There's a 3. So we'll do our face cards and our 2s and 3s, leaving the 8 out because that doesn't score any additional points here. Boom. Got it. Okay. 17. Plus 10 molt if we're playing a flush. We are playing flushes. It's pretty good. Okay. Then we have the clearance cell here, which we're definitely going to want. All cards and packs are 25% off. That's also very good. So we're going to buy that now. Doing the flush thing, but I think with all their 1.5 retriggers, this is going to be irrelevant, right? So like, when you start getting jokers that score like this when your hand is scored, having jokers that just add molt at the end when all the jokers are scored is usually gets outscaled really quickly, so it's not really worth investing in this. Even though it might help us somewhat for the short term. It's better to maybe start looking for things that help us score while the hand's being scored while all this molt is happening, right? This will still be good because it's molt that's happening at the end, so we're still multiplying everything, but just adding like 10 molt on top of, 200 is kind of like nothing, whereas multiplying it is. So this is not that great, even though it fits with what we're doing. But okay, let's check this buffoon pack. See what we get. Okay, both of these add molt at the end and not really that much, so we can skip. Celestial Pack's a little cheaper now. I don't mind opening it. Ideally, we want Jupiter. We don't, but we get a straight flush. I guess we might end up accidentally hitting a straight flush, so let's just level that up. Okay, we're at 29. Let's just stay there so we can earn interest. We need 5,000. We know we can do that. Okay, looking for our hearts. There's 2 and 4. We'll hold on to these since they're flush. Ideally, we hit some face cards or another, like a 3 or 5. But we're looking okay right now. Okay. Hold on to these. Toss back the 8 and the 9. There's a 5. So let's do our 2 face cards and our 2, 4, and 5. Cash out. Okay. Hangman's very good. We can destroy 2 cards from our deck, which destroys 2 non-heart cards. Be very good. Is the hand scoring better than the total scoring? Typically, a lot of the cards that like revolve around hand scoring can be stronger, but it's not like a default rule that hand scoring is better than total. This particular card that I found is just really strong. This 1 in 2 chance to get times 1.5 when it's scored. Getting a lot of those is really strong. So it in this particular instance, yes, the hand scoring is going to be better than adding like more default scoring up here. The exception is like this isn't affecting our chip, so having a chip scoring is good. Having more X molt up here is good because it's still multiplying the result. So this X molt is still really good. The plus 10 from the holographic is going to fall off really quickly once we're triggering this a lot, if that makes sense. Okay, rebate. It's interesting. We only have 3 discards, so it's not that great. I do like rebate more than rocket because it can give us $5 per discarded 5 in this instance, or whatever it is. The rocket will take a little while to scale up, so I think I'm going to take the rebate over that. So let's sell the rocket. We still want to hold on to this face card for some chip scoring. Let's check this buffoon pack before we buy this joker. That way we have the extra space to just, if we get nothing, we can at least buy and sell. So all cards are considered face cards. Or ×3 molt if the poker hand has already been played. Both of these are kind of good. Ideally, I want to be winning on one hand, not 2. So card sharp's like less good. The face card is good because our 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s will count as face cards and score here. The only downside, I mean, we can take it for now because I definitely want it more than the card sharp. Then we can talk through. The only downside is I really want this rebate because I'm going to be making money, and I'm currently not making money any other way. And I think I value, like, we're definitely not selling the hack, right? Because we want to retrigger our lower heart cards, right? And then we're not selling this times molt because that's just going to grow and scale through us to open this. So in order to hold on to this, we can only sell this, and if we do that, them being face cards is irrelevant and it's not doing anything for us. So I think ultimately we would rather have the rebate and earn money. It's my thought process anyways. So let's check the standard pack. Looking for hearts. 2 of hearts is perfect. It's the kind of thing we want. We've got 34, so we can reroll down to 29 and potentially buy something. Every played card counts in scoring. That's not that interesting to us. Turning stone cards, we don't want that. We want heart cards, so this is not good. So yeah, we'll stop there. We won't reroll. We'll stay above 25. Have we upgraded any? Yeah. Okay, the boss has decreased the level of played poker hand, which can suck. But we have everything at level 1 except for straight flush, which we're really not going to be playing. So this is going to be pretty ineffectual. Although I will say the first version of the game when it originally came out would actually decrease your hand to like a level 0 on this boss. Now it won't go below 1. 1's just the floor. But the floor used to be level 0, which was 1 below what level 1 is now and where you start. So this boss used to be a real pain when you weren't leveled up. Or now it's just ineffectual. Okay, here's a debate. Do we skip this blind to get 2 of 5 playing cards? We can grow, get ourselves up to ×2.5, which is pretty good. The downside is we're really looking for 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s of hearts, which is starting to get pretty minimal. I'm not sure it's worth skipping a whole blind and missing a whole shot for. So I think we don't do it. Yeah, let's not do it. Okay, 5s, what we want to throw back here. Actually, we can go ahead and we don't want to delete a 5, but we can go ahead and delete this ace and this 9 with the hanged man here. Actually, maybe not the 8. Let's delete the 2 9s. Hold on to the ace because it's kind of easy to turn into a 2 and then a heart, which will work with our hack and our bloodstone. So let's delete the 2 9s, which are much harder to turn into 2s through 5s. And then we can discard everything else. Make $5 off that. Already making us more than the rocket. Here's another 5. Okay. We have our flush here. We can throw back one of these 6s. Looking for a 2. Actually, let's hold on to a discard because of this rebate. So we'll play a hand, and if we don't win, and we draw another 5 that we can discard, we'll make an extra. We'll hold on to a discard so we can potentially discard that. So let's just play this hand. Okay, 8,000. So we're getting close to being pretty good for this boss. We're not in bad shape. Again, this plus 10 molt for the flesh is not going to help us that much. For the banner, for extra chips, for having remaining discards, we want to be discarding for this mail-in rebate. So these kind of are anti-synergy with each other here. We'll definitely buy these 2 standard packs to grow our hologram. Let's roll, see what we get. Same thing, banner, useless. Raised Fist, we're going to be having a lot of 2s through 5s in our deck. So doubling the rank of our lowest card is not that good. And that is going to add molt after the hand is scored, which we don't value as much either. So one more roll here. Plus 4 molt, that's not good enough. Adding a random molt, not good enough. This takes us to 35, that would take us to 28. Okay, so I think we stop re-rolling there, and we just buy our packs. We'll take this 2. We can turn it into a heart. It's fine. We'll take this holographic 5, which scores 10 molt. That will get re-triggered with the hack. And we'll work on turning it into a heart as well. Okay. So if we re-roll, we're down to 28. We might see something in shop we could buy and still stay above 25, but I think I'd rather just save the money for the next shop. I think we're in an okay place with adding our additional molt. I think we're fine on scoring. Increase level of played poker hand. That does not, again, that doesn't affect us. So 2s we want to discard. No 2s. Okay, this is what I was talking about. We can just play a hand with this gold steel because it makes us $3. Each hand is worth $1 at the end of the round, but if you can play a hand that makes you $3, that's profit or something like that. There's a 2 we can discard. We'll hold on to these for the flush, just so we have it. Okay, again, let's just play the hand. Do we have anything we want specifically? No. There's no like cards we need to play for like money or anything like that. That's what I'm checking for. But let's just play this flush as it is. If we don't score enough and we end up with a 2, we'll save a discard for this rebate. Yeah, so we're scoring around 8,000 on average. Good to keep in mind. Info. So we know you kind of need some scoring help. Diamond cards are debuff, not an issue. Playing hearts. I don't think we want to skip for either of these. We'll kind of see as we go. Ice Cream is a pretty good replacement for Scary Face. It degrades over time, but that means we can focus on playing 2s and 5s instead of face cards. In which case I think we open the Buffoon pack now, though we can sell the Scary Face. None of these are things we're interested in. We're discarding too much for Green Joker. Doesn't really play well with the rebate. Again, this flesh one just keeps trying to come back. We're not playing pairs. Just adding 15 molt is not what we want to do, but we can take the, it doesn't really matter, they're all common. But we can sell the Scary Face, just take one of these, sell that, add the Ice Cream in. We check the standard pack. Nothing in here we really want, but there's a like in terms of card, but there's a blue seal, which creates a planet card. That can help us level up our flushes. And it grows our hologram, so we'll take it. This face card. This face card's okay, actually. I don't know that it's better than the ice cream. Face card, worth noting, it gives the molt when it's scored, so like in conjunction with this Bloodstone, this adds the +5 molt if you have it over here on like the left side, and then the 1.5 times molt happens. So if you're playing a bunch of face cards with this, this +5 molt will score alongside the times 1.5. So this is actually quite good together, but we're not necessarily playing face cards. We're looking for the 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, right? So let's roll. Oh, well. It would have been really good with this to re-trigger all played face cards, but how could we have known that was going to happen? I wonder if do we just take this and lean into the face cards? Probably not. We've already added some cards that would be good for us. Let's buy this Empress. We can add molt. That's on cards. That's going to happen when they're scored. So they're going to score in conjunction or before our times 1.5 from the Joker. So this is good. It'll also get re-triggered. Let's roll one more time. Jupiter to level up the flushes. We definitely want to do that. 100%. We can take this blue Joker to score your chips. It's not going to score as many chips initially as the ice cream, but it won't degrade like the ice cream will. So we'll stop at 31. Doing anything else will take us below 25. By not being lame, that's how we could have known that the Joker repeater was coming. That's true. It is a downfall, a flaw of mine that I've noticed. It's just like generally being lame. What's our rebate at? Jacks? Cool. Just got the rebate on Jacks. Ooh, keep that heart. No Jacks. Sad. Got a heart Jack. We can throw away the heart Jack for the rebate. Look for our better scoring Jacks, our faces, or our two. Well, I guess we don't need the face cards anymore, but whatever. Okay, another Jack to discard. Do we have a flush? Am I crazy? No, we don't have a flush. Okay. We can just play these non-heart cards. These are gonna, I don't know, score a decent amount. I don't think it's gonna win, but it's decent. Okay. We can go ahead and put the Empress, put the molt on this other two. We're gonna try to change these into hearts. Right. We could get more scoring now, but in the future we'd rather that be on a 2. Even if we're not gonna play the 2 right now. We put the 2 first because this +4 molt will happen first, and then the 1.5s, and then all these other 1.5s will happen after that's been added. So we want to play this 2 first for sure. So we scored like 20-something thousand. Oh. This one always looks really wild to me, this red card when it gets the polychrome effect on it for the 1.5 times. We're not going to take it because it doesn't help us, but it is cool. This just adds molt later. Why would I rather the molt be on a 2? Well, in general, I want it to be on the 2s because we have this re-trigger, this hack that re-triggers 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. So that molt will get factored twice. The reason I put it on a non-heart 2 is so that eventually I can find tarot cards to change cards to heart, and I can change that to ideally to a heart, and it's already got the plus molt on it. And in that particular instance, I knew that I was scoring enough anyways, right? So like I could have put it on another heart, and that would have been okay. It would have been fine, right? That's not bad. I just put it on a 2 with the hopes and dreams of one day changing that 2 into a heart, if that makes sense. So I'm really honed in on the 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, and modifying those going forward, ideally. Let's check the standard pack. We don't really want any of this. We're at a decent X mold up here. I'm kind of closer to the area of just taking cards that help us in some way, and none of these really do. So let's go. We can take this voucher for an extra consumable slot. I'm going to reroll. Did that answer your question, Brian? On why a 2? If not, oh yeah, I am expecting to keep hack for a while. Like it's core to the build. Like this is our main crux of our scoring right here. Is hack re-triggering 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s of hearts, and in turn re-triggering more and more of this times 1.5, because times 1.5 it's not that strong until you start stacking it and getting multiple re-triggers, right? And if we get like Blueprint, the Joker that copies the effect of another Joker, and we duplicate our hack, right? Like now we're getting 3 triggers of each card. So this is going to be kind of our scoring engine that we're working towards, is re-triggering 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s as many times as we can and get this times 1.5, if that makes sense. And then we have this X molt here to like add on again. So yeah, that's why. All right, let's open this Arcana pack. Devil to get us gold cards. We're not hitting this enough with enough frequency to want to turn a single card. I'd rather just take the $10 from Temperance. We don't want to turn anything to diamonds. We want to be turning stuff into hearts. So let's just take the $10. That allows us to roll at least one more time. Magician's great. We can make 2 lucky cards. We can make our 2s, 3s, 4s, or 5s lucky, right? And those will get re-triggered, so we'll have every re-trigger will have another chance to trigger a lucky card and get us plus 20 molt or $20. That's also a very good combo there. We can re-roll for 7, but it would put us down to 26, and then we're not going to want to spend any money, so let's just not re-roll, save that $7. We're not going to skip here, so let's go to the next. Okay. Again, here's our gold still, so we do just want to like play a hand. We want to hold this 3 for the rebate, so let's just play a throwaway hand like this for this $3. Which is honestly like halfway to winning. Okay, we want to hold on this blue sail. It'll give us a planet card, so it'll give us a flush card when we win. So let's just throw back these 3. Yeah, we'll throw back these 3. We want to make these 2s and 4s into lucky cards. We didn't get a 3, but we'll hold off just in case we don't win. Let's see what you say, Brian. I only just unlocked plus, so don't have functional knowledge yet. Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, so basically every time a heart card gets scored, it has a 1 in 2 chance, of 50% chance to score times, to do times 1.5 to your mold. So when we re-trigger the 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s with the hack, that will happen again, right? So we have the chance for every 2, 4, 3, 4, 5 we play of hearts to get 2 of this times 1.5 molts, if that makes sense. The more re-triggers, the more we're multiplying. The more you multiply, it grows like exponentially. So it's a really good scoring engine here. Okay, so we'll play the 2s and the 4s for the re-trigger. We want them to go first because they have a chance to give us molt with the lucky cards, and we want to get that molt first before any of our other 1.5 times molt retriggers. We've got our blue seal here to give us a flush planet card. Okay. We did not get a lot from there, but that's fine. We did get a Jupiter to upgrade our flush, which is very good. Red card we don't want. Hallucination we don't have room for. 1 in 2 chance to get a tarot card when a booster pack is open. That's pretty good. We can go ahead and open the standard pack now, though. There's a 2 of hearts. It's glass, but we can change that, or we can play it as a glass card if we need to. But a 2 of hearts is perfect. We'll hold on to the celestial pack. We're not playing straights. We're not playing clubs. Not doing 2 pair. We don't have our deck below 52. One more time. World, no, we're not making spades. Okay, let's just open the celestial pack. We're looking for Jupiter specifically. There we go. Upgrading the Jupiter, using the Jupiter to upgrade the flesh is really good because it increases your default molt. So when we don't have things that give us molt as it's being scored, having your default molt higher when you score the 1.5 times, it's good. So it's really important to keep upgrading that when we can. So all diamond cards are debuffed. That does not affect us. Unless we want to discard 5s of diamonds, but we're discarding 5s. We want to hold on to the 5 for the hack, though. There's our 2. Okay, discard. Looking for our. Ideally, we want to hit our lucky cards. Or these. These are fine. Okay. So we do the ace. 5, 3, 2. We can do this glass card, but I don't think we need to. And it might break on us. I'd rather just have the extra 2 and for future use. We want this molt to happen first before the rest of our 1.5. So we'll put that up first and let's play it. $84,000. Looking good. Okay. So Fibonacci here. Fibonacci each played ace, 2, 3, 5, or 8 gives +8 molt when scored, which is sorry, checking that real quick. Which is very good, because that happens when it's scored, right? So we can that +8 molt will happen, and then the times 1.5 will happen, and when it's re-triggered, that'll happen again. So this gives us plus molt before the times 1.5. So this is actually very good. And I'm going to sell this blue joker. We lose our chips, but that's fine. We want to put this before this times 1.5, so this happens first when it's scored. The left one, then the right one. And we definitely want this overstock. This adds an additional card slot into the shop, so instead of seeing 2 items, we'll see 3. And worth mentioning, when you buy this, it restocks it adds the extra slot and then restocks empty slots. So we wanted to buy that first and then buy this, because it'll now fill 2 slots, as you can see, which is just helpful. It's like getting to look at an extra card. Let's open the celestial pack while we have Venus, because we know we won't get Venus. Hopefully we get a Jupiter. Yes. Then we'll open the standard pack because of our hologram. I will take this blue seal 3 for additional planet cards, and we'll maybe try to turn it into a heart and grow our hologram too. We can take this lovers. get us an extra heart if we're in trouble. We'll stay there, stay above 25. Cards on face down after each hand played, so ideally we want to win this in one hand. Which we can do. We don't want to skip for free rerolls. We don't want to skip for just a plus 10 holographic. There's only a handful of jokers that would like really help us right now. Those would be like the blueprint to duplicate the Bloodstone, or the hack. The brainstorm to duplicate either of those as well. There's a oops all sixes joker that doubles your probability, so like 1 in 2 chance for something becomes 2 in 2, so this would make this trigger 100% of the time, which is very good. That one's oops all sixes. Looks kind of like this tag actually. Okay, so we want to hold on to this 3 for the planet. We want to discard 9s. We don't have any 9s, but let's discard these. We haven't been getting a lot of tarot cards, which is a bit frustrating. So throw away the stone card. Worth noting to the wild card, if something has like mold or if it's lucky, it can only have one of those, so we can't make like a wild lucky card, right? That would override the lucky card. Or we can't make a wild card with mold here. But okay, we have 2, 5, Queen, Jack, 10. We can play that. Let's put the 2 first. And we want to put the 5 first because we also have our Fibonacci scoring now on 2s and 3s and 5s. So we want that to happen first before the 1.5 and before the 1.5 on the rest of these. We don't need our levers right now. Okay, that was 100,000. We need 40,000 for the boss, so I think we're doing okay. Didn't realize Balenciaga was available as a console game. Just saw on Reddit. Yeah, that's where I started playing. I actually started playing on PlayStation, and then when it came to mobile, all bets were off. I got it, and there went my life. Okay, we have a Neptune, so we can go ahead and open these Celestial packs so we don't get Neptune. Looking for more Jupiters. Very lucky. We had Jupiter both times. We'll stay at 30. We don't want to roll and go down to 25. Rebates are on 4s. We're not going to skip. There's our 2s. What is it? 4s? We can go ahead and throw back 1. Yeah, one of the heart cards we don't need. Okay. We can just throw this away so we get the $3 from the gold seal. So we just play that hand. Okay. Got no 4s. What's that about? Give us some 4s. Okay. Let's just play a hand, hold on to a discard. Again, I don't think we need to play this glass card, so let's just hold it in case we get in trouble. We want our 2s and 3s with the Fibonacci scoring up first. So let's do that. Actually, maybe it is worth discarding. So maybe we hit our blue seal for the planet card. And we don't. That's fine. Okay, 2s and 3s up front. Let's play it. So we made 20 bucks. We made 20 bucks again. That's good. That's the good stuff from the lucky card. That's what we want. Temperance? Sure. Buy it for now. We'll do the spectral pack. We can get like ectoplasm on one of our jokers, which will make the joker more valuable and open up a joker spot for the temperance, so we can just hold on to that. Let's open this mega standard pack. You can add 2 of 5 cards. Sure, we'll take this 2. And maybe that's it. The 8 does work with the Fibonacci, but it doesn't get re-triggered by the hack, so we're not really that interested in that. We don't want either of those right now. Fool is good. Let's go ahead and open the Spectral pack. Hex, add Polychrome to a random joker, destroy all of the jokers. We do not want to do that. Absolutely not. Medium puts a purple seal, gets a free tarot card when it gets discarded. That's really good. We can go ahead and put it on a 4 here. Well, there's... let's put it on this 5. Because we do want to play this. It's a lucky card. We do want to play the 5 as well, but less so. So we'll put it on something where like we can discard it. But if we get it and we aren't able to discard it, it's still useful. Okay, let's use Temperance for some money. Then we can take the Fool. We'll buy it for now. We still have it for Temperance for $11 more. But maybe we find a Death card or something more valuable. Splash, no. We're not playing face cards that much, but we are playing face cards sometimes. But again, this just adds Molt at the end, which we don't want. It's another Temperance. We buy and use. Not playing clubs, not doing 3 of a kind. Moon, no thank you. Both of these, no thank you. Wheel of Fortune, sure, we use it. We get plus 50 chips on Bloodstone. That's helpful. Mars, we're not doing 4 of a kind. Maybe we stop rolling at 10. I think that's enough. It's kind of expensive. Let's just do the next blind. Guess we'll hold on to the Fool. I don't want to use it for a wheel. Should have probably used it for a Temperance before I used that wheel, but I wasn't thinking. Lovers. 10s we want to discard. We have no 10s. It's fine. We'll find them, maybe. We want to hold on this. We can also hold on to a 3 for Lovers. Guess we could do 2 Lovers if we need to, but it doesn't feel that great. Okay, let's do Lovers on this 3. And again, we'll put these up front so the Fibonacci scoring happens before all the other 1.5. Same, we want this 8 right here. We've got space here for the planet card. Okay. I'm going to use this. Also worth noting, using this before I go to the shop every time. That way, when I enter the shop, a Jupiter could still show up. Because if it's up here, Jupiter will not show up in the shop, and it won't show up in any packs. So I want to use this first. And then go, since it might show up here, right? Tarot cards up here. We definitely want this because we want more tarot cards. We really want to be modifying our deck, trying to condense it down a little bit more refined into our 2s through 5s of hearts. We can take the Devil card for sure. Let's roll. We're not playing face cards, not doing 2 pair, not doing 3 of a kind. Same thing here, none of that really helps us. None of this helps us. Discard's okay, but we don't have room for it. Let's open the Arcana pack. We still don't have anything giving us hearts, but we do have Magician, which Magician I really like. And I'm going to go ahead and change this glass card into Lucky card. I'd rather have that. Remember, we can use that again on the Fool. Let's just go ahead and, well, we'll hold on. Oh, maybe not, actually, because we want to open this Celestial pack. And we don't get Jupiter, but let's just do high card. We can stop rolling there, save our money. Rebates on aces. Spade cards are debuffed, doesn't bother us. We don't really want to skip for a negative. It's not that bad. Maybe we do, maybe we can. Nah, we're fine. We don't need to right now. Okay, aces. Hold on to our twos. Ideally, we want our blue seal cards. That'd be ideal. I'm gonna go ahead and throw away a jack, looking for some blue seals, some more aces. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. It does not. Again, like before, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Magician with the hopes and dreams of turning this into a heart one day. Or hold on to this devil to make a gold card. Ideally, I want that to be on one of my blue seal cards because I want to hold that in hand anyways. So I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. Put our scoring cards up front for the Fibonacci and for the retrigger. We want none of these. Not doing straights or three of a kind or anything. Let's roll looking for some more Arcana cards before we open these. Temperance for $12. We'll take that. Let's keep rolling. Saturn and Earth we don't want. We're not doing pairs. Supernova. Supernova's good, but it only adds stuff at the end, which we've already kind of gone over. We want stuff that scores while we're playing. Chariot's okay. We can take Chariot and put it on one of our blue seal cards that we want to be holding in hand anyways. We don't want to roll again. We're getting kind of low, so let's just open the Arcana packs. Again, we're guaranteed not to get Devil or Chariot in them by holding these. We don't want to turn any stone cards. We don't have room to create a Joker. So let's just take Temperance. We can roll one more time then. Reserve parking, we're not really holding face cards in hand. We're not straights, we don't want the stone cards, but we can open this Arcana pack, that way a tower doesn't appear. These are okay, right? Lovers, we don't really have anything we want to change into wild. Guess the best we can do is just like an Empress on like this 8 and this ace. Doing it on the ace just in case we turn it into a 2 and make it a heart, I guess. Although it's pretty relevant. Okay, let's stop rolling there. We're not going to skip for 13. Rebates on 10s. We'll discard the heart 10. I think that's totally worth it. Assuming we hit another heart. Okay, let's discard that. We did hit it, right? Okay. Let's discard some hands. I want to look for our blue seal. There's one. We'll change that into a devil for now so we get some gold off of it. That's good enough for now. We'll hold on to our Chariot for our other blue seal card. Ace will score on the Fibonacci, so we'll put that third here, and then we'll put our twos, our lucky twos up front. Made 20 bucks. All right, 318,000 is pretty good. Again, using the Jupiter before we go to the shop. We do want the Fool. Ideally, we could find something better than a Jupiter card, but yeah. Space Joker, 1 in 14th upgrade level of Play to Poker hand is kind of okay, but it's not better than anything we have. Check the standard pack for playing cards, see what's in it. I like the tarot card. I like the purple card, but our deck's kind of getting pretty big. I don't like that, so we'll just skip for now. This is at like a really good level, as it is. 3.5, that's fine. Hierophant. Don't really want this. We can buy it and hold it, that way it doesn't show up and we can maybe hit something better. We use the Celestial pack while we have this Mars in here so it doesn't show up. Take a Jupiter for sure. Hanged Man, we definitely want over the Hierophant. We can even use it, the Fool, delete multiple things. We definitely want to level up our flush. Continue to do that. Hermit for 20 bucks is very good. Might even consider using the Fool for that. I like that. Take the Devil card for gold. Okay, maybe we stop rolling there. 11 is pretty expensive. Spade cards debuff, not a problem. We can start deleting stuff with the Hanged Man. Oh shit, what's our rebate? 2s? Yeah, we'll get rid of that too. We can throw back the 6. If we have enough other stuff, we can find it. We got a purple card here, so we'll get a tarot card from that. This is debuffed because it's wild. Sun. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, let's play a card real quick with the gold seal. Just any old hand. Get our $3 from that. Now, ideally, we want to hit some 2s through 5s that are not hearts, like these. Shit, no, we can keep that. 2, 3. Hold on to one of these. Let's discard these. Okay. Let's make this blue seal. Let's make it a steel card. And then let's change these and this into hearts. Then we go ahead and make this a gold card. We're not gonna play it right now, but it'll make us some money. Do these. Let's put our lucky card up front, and then our 2s with the molt, and then our 3. Do it like that. So we get our lucky card molt potentially first, then our molt here, and then our just regular Fibonacci. These will all score with Fibonacci. Boom. Trigger all held in hand abilities. This is not that good. It can be good for other cards, but not what we're doing. We'll take the Emperor. Hanged Man's really good. We can just use this Wheel of Fortune, see what happens. We'll buy this voucher. Spectral cards may appear in any of the Arcana packs. That can be really good. Although we're almost through this run. Very large blind, 300,000. We're not worried about that. I think we just scored 500,000. Not that worried about a free shop. Not that worried about 25 after the boss blind. Let's check these standard packs. We can take a lucky card. Maybe we can make it into hearts. But it was a 3, right? So we'll re-trigger. Nah, none of this is worth it. We'll skip that. Let's start re-rolling. High Priestess we can look at. Give us a Jupiter. We can sell the other one, but we'll hold on to it for now so it doesn't show up in the shop. Same thing, we'll buy this Justice card for the same reason. No, 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 no. Magician, we'll take that, especially over Venus. And we'll stop rolling there, hold on to our money. We're not skipping. Hanged Man. Delete this 9 and the Queen. What are we looking for? 3s. We'll hold on to that 3 because it's a lucky card. Discard all this. Discard this 3. Like these to be hearts. So we'll go ahead and make these 2 lucky cards. Even though not playing that one. Again, dreaming of one day being a heart. And we'll throw it away. We'll hold on to the gold card. Look for our blue, one of our blue seals ideally. No? Okay. Let's just do this. The 4 last since it doesn't score on the Fibonacci. $1.5 million. I think we're gonna be okay. Magician? Yeah, we'll take more lucky cards. We know it. Not doing streets. We don't really want the certificate now. We'll definitely take Sun to make more hearts. That's what I've been dreaming about, if you recall. 7 takes us to 32, 6 of 26. Yeah, let's roll. No, put both of these. Open the Celestial pack first. I don't know why. Let's do it. Arcana pack. We can just make these into bonus cards. We don't want to change anything to spades or diamonds, so let's just do that. Stop rolling. Stay above 25. Not gonna skip for 25 after the boss. This one we can turn into hearts. We can turn these into hearts. What's our thing? Kings? Actually, we really want to look for like that. Where's it at? This one. This 5 we really want to change into hearts. So let's discard aggressively or semi-aggressively and find it. Why not? I like it. Okay. Kings, right? Yeah, we'll discard this too. Okay. So we want to change this, and this to hearts. And then we want to change this and this into lucky cards. And then we want to do... I do have a flush house. It's okay. I think our regular flush scores more, so we don't really want to play that. And we want the planet cards for our flush. And we want this to score first and re-trigger because of the 10. These all get Fibonacci, so that order doesn't really matter. We get some money out of this. No. 2.68 million. 2 Jupiter cards. We like it. Spectrum. This can be good for getting some spectral cards, but we don't really need it this late in the game. None of these help us. We can take the Chariot, why not? Take the Empress, why not? None of these help us. We can sell that, take the Devil over that. Strength. What can we do with strength? I mean, really we can make like aces into twos, and that's fine. We can make this 4 into a 5 so that it scores on our Fibonacci, because the 4s really don't right now. It's probably better than Chariot. Let's take that. And let's open our Celestial packs. Jumbo first. Jupiter, yes please. We can open this one, it takes us to 24, but with the rebate we should be fine. We should be able to get back above 25. Nothing, we can just skip. Stop rolling though. Very large blind, if you insist. 3s we want to discard. We'll see about that. We can actually use strength on these, make them 3s. Discard them for the rebate. Why not? Okay. Guess we can use Empress on that one, or we'll do it on both of these. Don't want to do it on here because that will get rid of the wild and it won't be a, I think it's not a heart, it's a club, right? Use gold card on that. Do it like this. We'll put the 10 up front. 3, 2, 2. And we'll go and probably win, my guess. Quite easily. Hardly a guess, honestly. Alright. We did it! We won. Somewhat easily, I'd say. We can take it to endless mode just for a little bit. We didn't really get to like pop off and go crazy. Not like I'd like to. Jupiter, yeah. Mars we can sell, but we'll hold on to it for now. We'll take the Empress. Not really playing pairs. Let's check these standard packs. Nothing. It's a 4, it's okay, but we really want like 2s, 3s, 5s now. We'll skip it. We'll take this blank voucher for sure. Blank voucher will be very good on a long enough timeline. Burglar to get extra hands and losing discards is okay. Not that okay. Not here, not in this scenario. Heart scoring is good. It's not as good as our Fibonacci, so we're not going to worry about that. Judgment, take it. Magician, we will definitely take that. Although we might be kind of maxed out on lucky cards, we'll see. Okay, not skipping. We will skip for this add a voucher though. We definitely want that. Looking at an additional voucher is very good. 4s, let's discard the 4s. Make that into a lucky card. It's a prime candidate. We want to discard 4s, right? Sure. $60 from our lucky cards that round to 100. 5.2 million. I'll take it. Oh shit, I should have used the Jupiter before clicking cash out. I'm a little autopiloting right now since we won and we're on to the endless. We'll take the Hermit for $20. Nothing else there worth doing. Anyone? Take you just to hold on. Okay. Double tag. We said we do want to skip for this voucher. That'll give us 2 vouchers in shop. Extra vouchers. I think we can just sell the rebate. Go through, sell that. We'll buy this now just to have something, but we want to replace that with something ideally much, much better. Even this is better. So we'll take that. We can sell these 2 to make room to buy the Empress, or the Priestess, I mean. Got Jupiter there. Let's open the Celestial pack while we have the Mercury there. No Jupiter, it's fine. Okay, that's what we want. That, 100%. Okay. Get out of here. This Oops All Sixes doubles all probabilities listed, right? So once we own it, this Bloodstone, which was 1 in 2 chance to score times 1.5, now it's 2 in 2 chance. So we're going to 100% of the time, every time a card gets triggered and re-triggered with the hack, we're going to get that times 1.5. So it's no longer going to half the time, it's going to go every time. And that's also, that probability is also going to work on our lucky cards. We see it used to be a 1 in 5 chance to get plus 20 and a 1 in 15 to get $20. Now it's 2 in 5 and 2 in 15. So this is huge. And this will make us more money than the rebate with the lucky cards triggering more often as well. So let's stop rolling there. Let's save our money because we know we're going to skip for extra vouchers. With the double tag, so we get 2 extra vouchers. So no repeat hand types this round, that's fine. We're going to win in one hand anyways. We don't have to worry about rebate anymore. Does mean we can just get rid of those. Probably just get rid of that too. We should be able to like consistently at this point find our 3s and 2s and 5s. Okay. See what happens, what our scoring looks like now that we've got better chances of triggering our lucky cards and 100% chance to trigger the Bloodstone. This should like pop off now. Got 10.3 million, which is excellent. And we get all these vouchers. We were going to buy every single one of them. 2 times more chance to get foil and holographic, an extra discard, and rerolls cost $2 less. All of those are insanely valuable. This interest to the moon, interest joker. Any extra interest is good, but we don't have room for it. We want to open these, but let's reroll looking for useful tarot cards, which we find. Actually, the lovers. Sun to make hearts is very good. Let's keep rolling a little bit. +2 hand size is pretty good. Not as good as anything we have in hand right now. These. Okay, these are all good. In fact, Death is really good. Death is like the best card in the game. Being able to duplicate a card. This will help us duplicate, ideally, our nice 5. Or yeah, this 5. That's exactly the one we want to duplicate. For now, though, we can hang some stuff. We can duplicate this nice little 5. And I don't know, what else do we want to do? Nothing. Just do the Wheel of Fortune. Plus 10 molt. That's kind of irrelevant. Okay, let's keep rolling. Looking for some more tarot cards. All these are irrelevant. Alright, let's open while we have all these. Death. Ectoplasm. Oh, Ectoplasm is really good. This will free up a Joker slot. So Ectoplasm adds negative to a random Joker, but we lose 1 hand size. So we'll be down to 8 cards instead of 9, which is fine. I don't think we're that worried about that. So now we have an extra Joker slot, which Supernova can fill just fine right now. Give us plus 25 molt, which is largely irrelevant, but it's fine. Okay, let's stop there. Plus 3 hand size. Nah, not that worried about that. Okay. Discard, looking for our 2s, 3s, and 5s. We have the heart, so I'm not that worried about holding on 2 cards for no reason. Okay. We do this. We can also start working on, I guess, on our flush. We don't need to do that. I was gonna say our flush house is what I'm thinking of, but the flush is worth way more right now. Probably just keep riding on that for a while. Eventually we might be in the realm of doing like flush 5 hands with our 5s. Hermit for 20, yes. Retrigger all played cards in final hand. That's going to be better than the Supernova, although it's going to be a while before we're getting to the final hand of the round, but retriggering in theory right now will be good. We'll take the flush upgrade. We're using our discards, we're not doing pairs. We'll buy you to keep you out of the shop. Strength, we're not gonna really... Strength is okay. It's better than Tower. Let's take it and open our packs now. So we could start working our cards towards these 5s if we want. Why not? Getting all 5s will be eventually maybe be doing flush 5 hands. Open the Arcana pack. Let's just take the 20 bucks from the Hermit, I guess. I mean, actually we can just do Magician here, Sun here, Strength here, like that. Looks fine. Okay, just buying these to keep him out of shop here. Driver's license will give us 3x mult. They'll help us score some for now. We'll take the strength again to get our closest, gets up to 5s. Knowing all these, we'll stop rolling there. Not interested in the free shop. Okay, this we can do the strength. Ideally, we want to find our. We throw the 4 back. Hold on to our 2s and 5s for Fibonacci. Ideally, we want to find our blue cards. No. Okay. That's fine. Not going to play the flush house. Ideally, we can avoid it and just play the flush 5. So if you play the Flesh House, it unlocks it as another hand, and it adds a planet card into the planet card pool. So if we can avoid playing the Flesh House and just concentrate on getting our Flesh 5 hand and only playing that, we're not going to dilute the pool with one more hand type. Yeah. $34, $40, $35 million. Okay, I'm gonna step away for a moment, take the dogs out for their nighttime restroom, put them to bed and whatnot, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. But okay, where were we? $164. Seems good. We'll sell these. Check the Emperor. Death. We want. Go ahead and open the Arcana pack now. Oh. Cryptid's good. Let's take a non-heart. So Cryptid adds 2 copies of a selected card, which can be very good, but I'd really rather add our special 5 here with the holographic. So instead of doing the Cryptid, I'm going to take the Fool for another death card and hold out till we find that in a round. Let's open the standard pack. The blue seal? Nah. Things we want would be like Blueprint, Brainstorm, and check this Priestess. Nothing. Hand size is not bad. Kind of helps make up for the lost space from the ectoplasm for now. It's fine. Better than the 3x. I mean, we don't, in the sense that we don't need the 3x right now. We'll definitely take a Fool to get another death card. Temperance for 16, sure. Let's keep looking. Magician. I think we're basically all magicianed out, but I guess we can take it. Chad. Chad's kind of good. Kind of good. Try to have the Blueprint though, to be honest. This hand size will allow us to hold more gold cards in hand and more like blue seals and whatnot, so in a way it's kind of better. Ditch the Magician for a Hanged Man. I should probably stop rolling. Okay. Not retriggering face cards here. Discard 2 random cards per hand played. That shouldn't be an issue. We'll delete a couple cards here with the Hanged Man. And then we'll look for our Lucky 5. This one right here. And we'll use the death on it. We'll use Fool for another death. And then we'll discard these. Looking for our blue seal or more gold cards. Not get it, that's fine. I guess we should have tried to avoid the Flesh House. It's fine, actually we can just avoid it this way. We'll lose $3, but I think that's okay. guess with the boss we lose the planet card anyways. We'll take the flush. Use the priestess, see what we get here. We'll take the... well, we won't. We'll hold off because we don't have as much money as we did before. Take the Jupiter. Let's roll a little bit. We'll stop rolling there. We'll open the Arcana pack. None of these we won't. Guess we could just make something into a glass card. Why not? Spectral pack? Nah. Okay. We can play this. I don't think we're gonna win in one hand, although I could be wrong. No, yeah, we did. Okay. It's fine. Do need to open the Celestial pack while we have all these planet cards we don't want. I still didn't get that Jupiter. It's fine. Take the Fool. Use this hand size for the Chad. A little extra scoring now. Kind of need it. Actually, we'll take the baseball card. It's better. It gives 1.5 times mult for each uncommon. I think every single one of these is an uncommon card. So that's quite good. Let's open the Arcana pack now. Ectoplasm, negative Joker space for -2 hand size. We definitely don't want to do that. That is no good. We can sell and use the priestess. No, nothing. One more roll. Do that. Actually, I think okay, better than the baseball card is going to be the seltzer. Yeah. Retrigger all cards played for the next 10 hands. That'll be real good. So we'll flush. Okay, let's just look for our planet cards. Did not get them. Just play regular flush, try to avoid the flush house. It's gonna get re-triggered by the hack and the bottle, the seltzer. Should earn us some money and a good amount of scoring. 8 million. We will take it. Let's do the priestess. Sell these, make room. No, nothing. Check the standard pack. Nothing we want here. Magician. There's like one card we want to change into Magician. That's it. Open the Arcana pack while we have all these tarot cards. Scram, Judgment. We don't want any of these. Polychrome. To a Joker, destroy everything else. We don't want to do that. We don't have room for Judgment. We don't want to make random aces. Let's just skip all those. Judgment, no. +2 hand size, -1 hand. It's kind of good. It's not that great. So I can't believe we haven't seen like a blueprint or a brainstorm. I mean, they're rare, but typically by now. Let's stop there. Play only one hand. You got it. throw back these if we need to. I think we can get by without it. Okay. Should hold on to you. I think we're okay. Alright, we want the Fibonacci scoring ones first. We want the holographic first. Let's sell this to make room for our planet card. We should win quite easily. And 36 million. I'd say that's pretty easy. We definitely want this extra discard. It's very good. Check the standard pack. Nothing of great import there. Alright, we'll open the Arcana pack with all these tarot cards. Again, Ectoplasm for -2 hand size is not quite what we're looking for. We can use the strength to make ourselves another 5. We're eventually working our way to flush 5s here. Eventually. We can sell these, check the Emperor, see what's in there. Making hearts is good. Burnt Joker, get the first level discarded now. We'll take the Hermit for money. Take the Jupiter, upgrade. Temperance. We'll take the strength over the chariot for sure. Let's stop rolling there. 300 million. We might be hitting our cap here without. Because I don't know. We didn't really hit the jokers we wanted. Sadly. Play this for the $3. Sure. Yeah, let's just use the Fool again for another strength. And we'll play our flush 5 hand. Then we do it like this, save one of these. Spoiler alert, that's not enough. It's fine, we'll do... I mean, it might be fun. Might not be fun. $194? It's not bad. It's not bad. We want that. We want to trigger like this. This could work. For this round. Probably won't work for the next round. Okay. Sure. Surprised that we got through that. some tarot cards for the Arcana pack. It's an Eris card. This is our Flush 5 planet card. So we definitely want to upgrade that. Guess we want to upgrade Jupiter too. Buy and hold the Chariot. Buy and hold the Hearts. Let's open the Arcana pack while we have all these. Medium. Medium. We can just do Hangman, get rid of 2 of our non-heart cards. And the big things we need in order to make anything worthwhile happen is we need a blueprint to start duplicating some of these. So, the Death and the Fool there. We're not getting it. I think we need it this time. Like in order to not die. In hindsight, I should have like kept that baseball Joker that's on the instead of the hologram, because getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.5 times is going to be better than just 1 3.75. Like we're past needing this hologram by a long shot, and I should have got rid of that instead of sell the baseball card for the seltzer. That'd have done it. Let me assure you. Okay, let's just start playing our hands, because actually let's just do this really quick. Yeah, because we're gonna need them all to even come close. And even then, we may not get that close. Just play. We've got the extra hands. Actually, this. Yeah, I think we're definitely not at enough, but it's okay. You know, what's left? 12. Maybe. Maybe it was enough. So maybe we get, looks like we got one more round. No, actually, just kidding. Okay, I mean, anti-12 is fine. It's fine-ish. But you can see Assuming Air still out there. The hack plus the Bloodstone is a perfectly great scoring engine, especially with the Fibonacci giving us our molt beforehand. But yeah, we'll call it there. No time to do another run, obviously. That was blue deck red stake. Nailed it. Next up, blue deck green stake. Collection, did we unlock anything? I think we unlocked Bloodstone, technically. Yeah, we unlocked Bloodstone. And Paridiola? Paradolia. That one. We unlocked more vouchers, apparently. The discard. Recyclomancy. Tags. We did the Mega Arcana. We did the 2 common jokers. I think we did that last time. Anyway, spectral cards. Which one have we not unlocked? Oh, it's the one that makes everything the same rank and you lose a hand size. Can't remember what that's called. Okay. Alright, y'all. That's it for this time. So yeah, follow along if you're watching this later to join in a live one. And until next time, see you then.